Hello, hello, hello! Welcome, well met! Welcome to the stream! Today is a drawing stream. And we're continuing the artwork I was working on last week in this one. And hello, Frug, I saw you. So, I'm gonna jump right into it. Oh wait, did I turn? No, that's fine. This one. Oop, I didn't deselect from that. Hello, Alice! Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you can make it. Okay. I'm like, did I set this up right? Do I need to do it? I always botch something up on these drawing ones. I don't do them enough. I haven't gotten quite used to it. Okay. Okay. I got my drawing pen. Got it up. Can't see. Okay, wait. What if I do? Okay, that's not very well either. Okay. Just leave it there. I wonder, actually, if I move the chat above, what does that look like? That's kind of janky, but I think it'll work better. Okay. Maybe not. I can't see. Why is it not showing all the way down? Okay, never mind. That's not gonna work. Can I put chat somewhere different? No, no, I can't. Alright. I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna be able to see when you guys spam the little emotes. But I will be able to see what you say, so that's just gonna have to do. Oh well. Oh wait, did that go too far over? No, that should be fine. Should be fine. Should be able to see well enough. Alright. Alright. I didn't draw his tongue! I didn't draw the sea serpent's tongue, and I also just realized there's a little dot. Ooh, on the right thing. Give me that. Okay. Then I want to go on this. Click that. Okay, selecting the right layer. Now we're good. Like, I just realized there's a missing bit there. Ooh, what if I give it a blue tongue? Ooh, that might be fun. Let's see, right? Oh, Jesus. Wait, I'm on the wrong layer. I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, it's based on the VPC dragon. I want to make the little tongue out. Why is that getting covered up? The head should be above everything. Oh, it's not getting covered up, it's just going off because I have it drawn only what I drew beforehand, and that's why I can't draw over someplace new. Have its tongue out a bit, which looks kind of silly, but also fitting somehow. I don't know. Let's see if I can... how far I can get done. And sorry if there is noise. I just realized somebody's mowing their lawn. Probably not. I don't think the mic's gonna pick it up, but just in case. It might be a little noisy today. Nah. Tangu. Got the tuggy. So. E. Should have looked up sea creature facts. Well, I kind of ended up watching video on sea creatures. Ended up, what is it called? Oh yeah, a big fin squid. If you don't like deep sea horror, don't look that up. Definitely don't look up a big fin squid up. You'll even be more terrified of the sea. Of the oceans. Don't look it up. I mean, I'm like, even for me, I was like, huh, that's a little spooky. That's a little spooky. But yeah, little squid dude with 90 feet long arms. That's enough to bring, that's, if you're not scared of the sea, that's enough to bring some people to the nightmare fuel levels. Can't use the fill bucket tool because it doesn't work how I thought it would in here, but it's for the best or whatever. And we'll see. Just getting the colors in at this point. I should probably put the teethies in. Put the teethies in. One of these had the teeth lines. Not that one. This one. Let me get upside down. Because I'm not doing the speed paint. I don't have to worry too much about turning it around, the canvas around. Because I know if people are doing speed paints, people tend to try to avoid using... What are you guys doing? Are you having a good time? Holy cow, it's like a tornado of emotes. Y'all are having a blast. Of course, when I can't see, you guys gotta spam it. Why are you like this? I appreciate you, goofball, so much. I specifically warned you guys that I cannot see this stream because of how I have to set it up. And what do? Spam the emotes. But if you guys are having fun, then I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be watching through this again, and I'm just gonna see that, because I do go watch back through the VODs. We're doing to have fun. Good. Then continue doing so. You have my... For what it's worth, you have my blessing. Not that you needed my permission to do so. You big goobers, though. Oh my goodness. Absolute goobers. I wouldn't have it any other way. To be completely honest. Are you still going at it? Nope, it's not quite. And it's picking up again. I went to check. Guys are going ham. I'd shrink it down, but if I did, it'd shrink it down the thing too. The view of it. It's already kind of small enough, isn't it? Are you guys trying to see? It really is. It's like a little tornado. Look at it. Look at you guys. You guys are gonna make me laugh the whole time just because I'm gonna check in and I'm just start going to giggle because you're gonna have this storm of emotes just coming from right by my head. Do you want me to move it right? I wonder. Can I move chat out? Hold on. Hold on. Let me... It's not this. Let's see. It's this and this. Alright. If I put it here, you guys find that more fun. You guys find it more fun. It's coming from behind my head. I can shrink this down a bit too then. Are you having fun now? More fun now? Let me know. You guys are a hoot. Oh boy. I have the giggles now. I can't stop giggling. Goodness me. This makes drawing harder. I keep messing up. I keep messing up. I got the case of the giggles now. You guys still at it? No, you're just doing hearts now. Now there's more. Oh goodness. Yeah, I imagine the giggles. You're just gonna make me laugh the whole time, aren't ya? Oop. Okay, that's bad. That's just bad. Giggling is great. Oh, hello, Grandma Iris. Hello, hello. Yeah, it is. It is great. Kind. Almost got all the fangs on the side. It's a little hard. I'm giggling. I'm not giggling so much. I need to not look at you guys do emote tornadoes above my head. I have it to the side too. I just realized I don't have to flip back and forth. I have it to the side. I do this specifically so I can see what y'all are up to. A little easier in some ways. Oh boy. Y'all are silly. Here I was thought I was the one supposed to be entertaining. Here I thought I was the entertainer. Oh, how have the turntables turned? Absolute boobs. Happy emoji thoughts. Yeah. Great, there's more of you. I just realized. The poor emoji button's gonna work out this stream. Oh gosh. I don't think I've seen you all do so many modes in this stream. You get... Hello, Blue Wolf. You just... Why are you screaming? You come into my stream screaming. Also, sorry, I should have probably maybe said headphone warning. I just realized I just made a very high-pitched noise in the thing. There's probably people yelling at me for that. Oops. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. Okay. I got the teethies in. I'm probably gonna have to touch them up as I go on, but they're at least there, and I won't forget them, hopefully. Ooh, I should have opened up also the eyes. Let me see if I can find them again. And you won't, I'm sorry, I'm in menus, so you won't be able to really see what I'm doing. Where is it? Okay, here we go. I don't need it. Wrong button. Wrong thing. Why do I always do this? I need to right-click it and say open file location so I can, oop, actually, that was the wrong thing. I don't want that. This. Why is it not opening? Oh, it's because of this. Okay, it's in... right, it's down there. Okay, well, I found it. I need to open it. Oh, there it is. I need my reference. There we go. Oh, I got the snake eye. Ooh. You guys, I see the emotes. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go, yeah. You guys just won't stop. No, there's more. I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to get a drink and I'm just like staring at the emotes going like, how many is there gonna be this time? I have no idea how much progress I'm gonna make at this moment, but good thing I'm just coloring. Good thing I'm just color blocking. Goodness. Okay, eye color. What do I want the eye color to be? Well, his body's yellow and greens and blues. Maybe orange? Let's try orange. Let's see how that works. I'll put it on a separate layer though, just make it convenient. I mean, it's not terrible. I'm thinking red's gonna be worse. Yeah, no, red doesn't work as good. Oh, is it? Golden with green highlights? Ooh. Let me... Can I look? Wait. Oh! Yeah, it looks blurry here too. Why are you blurry? I mean, I don't have the crispest of streams, but it's usually not that blurry. Let's see. Green with green highlights, dark green like a forest green. Ooh. Yeah, dark green might work. That's pretty good. Golden green. Maybe gold and green. Have like green eyes with some gold flecks in it. That would work. Let me check OBS. Why are you blurry? Let me look. Hold on, give me a moment. Why are you blurry? Let me see if I can figure out what's going on. Like, is that just something I goofed on or something? Or is it just need to be refreshed? Ooh. I don't know if that's picking up. Okay, it looks fine when I pulled it up. Hold on. This is quality. Oh. Let's see. Huh. You might have to adjust the setting on if you're like on a phone or something. It looks like the phones might auto put it down to a lower level by the look of it. I hope that helps. Try hitting settings. It might be your YouTube might have set it on the lowest quality because YouTube likes doing that sometimes, much to viewers' chagrin. Okay, where's my drawing? This one's my drawing. Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely check your settings because it should be outputting. Again, I don't have the crispest of streams. It's not like I know I'm not like the most high quality, but I'm working with what I got. Okay. But while I was poking around at that, trying to figure out what was going on, making sure it wasn't on my side, I did get some nice eye color suggestions, which is good. I think dark green will work. Yeah. Maybe a bit more, just a little bit more blue. The blue side of green, just to keep coherency. I need a little bit of white for the back. Man, the emoji's gonna lost the heart. Oh no. I don't know why that disappears or not. I don't know how that works. It just sort of showed up one day in my streams and I was just as surprised as the rest of y'all because I never saw it before and I have no idea why it is or isn't there at times, so I honestly can't help. I haven't looked into it because I haven't thought about doing this. Oopsies. I probably should. At the same time, if I don't think about it, it's awfully hard to actually do it. It's not even like I forget per se, I just always remember at times when I can't. One of those problems. Like, I remember, but I can't do anything about it right now. Be like grocery shopping and I'm like, I forgot to check the emoji things, look into that, and then I get home and I just don't remember. Okay, now I got hiccups. Let's see. Ew. Where's my example? Yeah, it has a lighter color. Yeah. Lighter color. I can speak. Promise. Right here? Oh, when you refresh it, lost the heart. Oh. I wonder if that's a setting then. I just understood what you meant by that. Or you could try refreshing again, maybe it'll pop up again. I honestly don't know. I wish I could be more of help. Like, why is this not backing out? Okay, there it goes. I said backing out. I meant undo. Why isn't it undoing? That's what I was trying to say. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Yes, still have. I don't think I've glanced over once and not have y'all have emoji or two out. Y'all are silly. Okay. Eye slits are hard. I'm gonna zoom in. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yee. It was a good suggestion. I'm gonna put a little bit of golds and yellows in there once I get done with the base colors. Probably... No, that's eye. That's the lines. Turn off the lines for now. Everything's still pretty rough right now. I should put this as eye. Well, I might actually... Never mind. I'm gonna probably collapse it down, maybe? Maybe not until I get other things done. I don't want to have to keep redoing the eyes. Nope, that's much too dark. Okay. And... usually want to do a little bit of blur. It's a critter. Natural things tend to not have harsh lines, like very abrupt, harsh edges to the colors. I mean, yeah, they have lines and whatnot, but usually it's a little bit softer. Okay, actually, this is a separate layer. And take this color. We're gonna go. Actually, how's my volume? Okay, volume's doing fine. Oh my gosh, you're doing it again. I look over and there's just an emote store. Okay, yeah, seriously, every time I'm gonna notice that, I'm gonna start laughing. Okay, no, it's more pieces, like one coherent line. Okay, how do I do about this? Wait, is there like a... Yeah, there's a little dark edge around the sides. Okay. It's not too harsh. Make this a little opaque. So that it's not going to be completely... We're going... Thank you. And I like how my sea serpent actually has eyes based off of a snake's. I think it's a tree snake. I think it's the snakes you find in, well, one of them. There's actually a lot of snakes in the Amazon rainforest. I needed to make this more opaque. I want the edges to be fuzzy, but I want it to be very opaque lines. EDD. Okay, now get smaller. I should have made it a little ring of small little bits by actual eye, but oh well. Oh wait, I can go off that. Just immediately demonstrates. Oh, that's silly. There we go. Ew, my throat's bugging me today. Why? Okay. Yep, every time I look over, there's just glory of motes. Y'all are very silly. All very silly. Wait, yeah. Oops, let's not go over the iris. Like, I can go over the iris, I can just go over it again. What am I worried about? I can do that. I can just make it dark again. Why do I get worried about silly things like that? There's a dab emote! I didn't know there was a dab emote. That's hilarious. Yeah, I guess I'll make this. Ooh, how see-through do I want to make it? Right there? Yeah. This. Let's see. Where do the eye shines? Actually, hold on. Where do I want the light coming from? This way? Yeah, okay. So then the eye shines would be kind of like that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Look how cool this is. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, I forgot to put in the bits of gold. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I can use this. What's that? Oh, eyes should probably be on the eyes. Yeah, okay. Let's make a little clipping layer. Hehe. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay. Okay, and get a bit, not that blurry. Does 3 work? Whoa! It's definitely not gonna work when I put it all the way that. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's about what I wanted. Okay, and then... Nope, not soft light. That's not gonna work. Let's find a layer that works. Overlay? No. Alright, maybe just normal and then just... Yeah, make it more opaque. Okay, then go down. With the eyes. You won't be able to see it, but we'll know it's there. We'll know there's little gold flakes in the eyes. Yeah, it is pretty. I'm so glad I look up interesting creatures' eyes because There really are some cool ones. I mean, really, look at it. Like, even the fish eyes. I didn't really think about how fish eyes were, but they have, like... They're really dark. And then they have, like... a light and then darker. You got sheep eyes. Cat's eyes go slitted or very rounded. My cat Zuki, she usually has her eyes even bigger than this. She just look like a little black moon eye. Just normal human eyes. It's so interesting. I love eyes. I love looking at the different eyes. It's interesting. Okay. What I need to do now. Let's go back to the head layer. Let's get working on the head again. How am I going to do shading and stuff? Okay. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna get a green. And then I'm gonna nab that color. The base color of the Caesar fin. Oop, I need to get on the right tool. Yeah. That'll work. Maybe a little more yellowy green. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not on... It is very opaque. Do not want it to be translucent. Outline. You're doing the most. Look at them all. Don't get distracted. I'm drawing right now. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Fails, gets distracted. That's me right now. Gotta fix that. And okay, this is going to be darker. Really are a variety of eyes people do not think about. Goat eyes are the ones that are interesting and well known. Yeah, I see a lot of people use goat eyes, and I was realizing why when people draw animals. And it doesn't look right. It's because they don't draw the eyes right. They keep drawing eyes like humans, because you can see human eyes, they have lots of the whites, you know, color pupil. But like even the sheep, fish, snakes, cats, there's very little of the white. And that's like, that one detail alone could really just elevate your drawing. It makes it really look like an animal, and just don't show a lot of whites. Like, I have a little bit of the whites here because it's looking pretty far over, or like if the eyes are really wide, it also probably show, but otherwise like the whites don't really show all that much. And I think that's the biggest mistake people tend to draw when drawing animals, because even if you don't get the anatomy spot on, people still be like, yeah, it's a good looking cat or dog or whatever you drew, but you really gotta get the eyes right. Thinking on it, like even the more stylized drawings, like they still do the more human eye thing, and it just it's not gonna look right. That's not how the eyes look. You can do stylized and still have it be. This is interesting when you actually sit down and look at one thing. It's like seemingly really small details, seemingly not that important, and then you do it and then you realize how big of an impact it has. Or just this seemingly like thing that's so straightforward. There couldn't possibly be a bazillion ways to do it, and then you figure out there's a bazillion ways to do X thing. It's like, yeah. Art's been around for a while. People have found 1,000,001 ways to do things. It's very interesting. I suppose that's why I like art history so much, especially when it comes to architecture. I've been thinking about doing videos actually on architecture. I have one in particular I want to do that involves Art Nouveau, which is the style I use in my channel. Like, okay, wait. You can really see... Well, you can see a tiny bit of the background and the decoration around chat. My clothes aren't to Art Nouveau. They can be considered Art Nouveau? I'm not sure. To be honest, their embroidery is something you would see in Art Nouveau. You can kind of see on my shirt, top of the dress. Yeah. Fun fact, Art Nouveau clothing that was actually worn was often just embroidered, but it's a style that's been around since, let's see, it was popular, I think, 1890s to 1914. So you got that style of clothing through there. My style's a bit too modern because I really like 1915 style of clothing. But it's not like this is completely out of, let's see. Unheard of, I suppose you could put it. Because I know 1912, which is when the Titanic sunk, because that's surprisingly become somewhat relevant again, unfortunately. It was, yeah, ooh, too wide. 1912 was when, let's see, they're called column dresses because, well, they would be like a column, very, not like fitted at the top, but then they would hang down. Like, you shouldn't have much of a silhouette. It should just be, if you draw the edges of the dress, it'd just be straight up and down. That's kind of how it would be. And that's what, kind of like self-explanatory name there. Golem dresses, they make you look like a golem. Okay, that undid more than I thought it would. Okay. Edging more. Edging less apparent. Maybe. I should take this color and actually move it down. Maybe instead of doing. Maybe I should try drawing more of the shadows at the moment. Oh no, you guys don't know how to spell Art Nouveau. Hold on. hold on. It's Art Nouveau. It is a weird word. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I think that's how you spell it. It's French. Unsurprisingly, it is a French word. Yeah, that's how you spell it. I don't blame you for not knowing how to spell it. It took me a while to learn how to spell it. If I didn't spend a day typing it in a bazillion and one times. Yeah, it's a French word. I wasn't kidding, it's a French word. And it's also Jungenstein style is the only other one I remember off the top of my head, but I think there's at least 4 different popular names. Because the Jungenstein style is the German word. There's an Italian name. This is the French name, which English used, I think. No, I think there was an English name. Yeah, this is... The French name is the most popular, being it Art Nouveau. But there's a German, Italian, and I think it was English. It might have been more Slavic, or... maybe not Slavic. Wherever Bellingham is that part is? No. I don't think that's Slavic. That's, something else. Ooh, geography is not my strong suit. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Okay, that looks much better. Yeah, I should be trying to draw with shadows. I can add highlights in later. I'm gonna find the shapes first. That's my goal right now. Geek sea creature. I'm like, I can do that with people. I'm not so used to doing that with animals, so a bit of trouble trying to go about coloring this. Okay, I don't have to worry about bleeding colors right now because I'm not putting in detail, and that's part of the reason why. I'm like, I haven't finished putting them on. It's inevitably going to get muddled, but yeah, that looks. Let me zoom out. Yeah, that looks much better. That looks much better. I'm just gonna repeat it because I'm bleeding. Why do I do this? You can tell I'm happy about something if I keep repeating something. Or if something actually fucked me out. Start repeating words. Okay. Yeah, I do want to do a video about... There's Art Deco and Art Nouveau. But it's gonna take me a bit to figure out how exactly to go about it. Writing is not my strong suit at all. So writing a script for it sounds a little daunting, but I guess you can look forward to that. So put that in. Just gonna get rid of the line I was trying to do before because it just wasn't working out. Oops, I gotta be careful. This and then here. And there's a little crown. Crown for our sea serpent. Oh, I didn't turn it off. Did you turn it off? Am I accidentally double clicking? I do that sometimes and it's very annoying. It's why sometimes I have to grab my mouse because I'll keep accidentally double clicking with my tablet pen. I don't know why. I'm very bad at not double clicking with my tablet pen. So bad. Okay. Probably be thinner. Yeah. That's looking better. Still want this green. It makes a pretty good shade. Like deeper shadow kind of shade. Yeah. Very light though. Have that color. Art Deco's for the Chrysler building. Yeah, I had someone say that the Chrysler building, you know, the most famous Art Deco building probably in the United States of America, an Art Nouveau building, and I just sat there going, I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy, right? It's Art Deco, and I had to go look it up to make sure I just wasn't epically failing because I was so stunned. And then I was like, no, that's not an Art Nouveau. This just sitting there, and I'm like, I should make a video. I should make a video explaining the difference between these two. I mean, there's like a few years gap because like Art Deco got popular in like the 1920s. Well, Art Nouveau stopped in the 1914 because of World War I. As grim as that is, that's what stopped it. Stopped that movement. And yeah, so I'm like, there's like at least a 6-year gap between these two art movements. And a lot happened because, you know, World War Bleeding One. This is not just the improvements that came along with post-World War, the improvement of technologies, which I'm not going to, like, that did happen. I'm not going to say it didn't. Reality is reality. At least some good came out of it. Let's think about all the sad stuff that happened, though. Like, it was really bad. World War, unsurprisingly. But, yeah. So, I guess simplest way would be like, if it looks like it's part of the Roaring 20s, it's not Art Nouveau. Stop calling it. I think the only time Art Nouveau became somewhat of a more, not trendy, but like, a current high use, I have no idea. How am I gonna put this? I'm practicing. I'm getting my practice in before I do the proper video. I'm doing art. Actually, that's actually a pretty good idea. Let me ramble on a second, if you indulge me. I can maybe think of a better way of going about this. But yeah, if it looks Roaring 20s, it's much too modern to be Art Nouveau. And the only other time I have seen Art Nouveau post 1914 was a subgenre, which I don't know. I'm like, I know it exists, and I've seen a few. I'm able to put a. I'm like, yeah, I've seen just like store signs and some commodity kind of artwork within the style, but it's called acid art nouveau, which if you're like hippies, yes. It's basically the hippies turn art nouveau. Just type it acid art nouveau in and you'll know exactly what I mean. And I'm not very familiar with that, and that's not the kind of art subset of art nouveau I want to do. Because there's also more avant-garde art nouveau, and that's like Antonio Gaudi in Spain, which I think it was it Barcelona? Barcelona. Is it there? I really should know this. I've looked it up so many times. Still can't remember. Why am I like this? Oh, where are the end of it? Wait, what am I doing? What is going on here? Hold on. What the... Okay. Making notes of your... What is going on here? Oh, there's a bit of a... Word. What are you called? Airbrush. There's a bit of airbrush. That's tripping me up, an airbrush. I didn't have it clipped to the drawing. Yeah, Barcelona in Spain. Yeah. He's got 2 well-known buildings. He's done more. I think there's a park. Oop, why are you not? Did you work button? Thank you. There's a park. It was an apartment building when he built it. People live there. I think some people still live there as a residency. But I think it's pretty limited. I think there's a good chunk of it that's at least a museum attraction. Like, tourists can go through it, or otherwise, people want to check it out. I cannot, for the life of me, remember that word because I've still yet to learn the name of that building. But I know there's the cathedral, which has Familia in its name. So if you have like Antonio Cathedral, Familia, you should be able to find it. It's very popular. Why did I say popular? Well known. Pokemon, the school building in Scarlet and Violet. That's what the building's based on, in part. I think it's based on something else. That's likely the first Art Nouveau I have seen. Yeah, I know. It is the most common that I've seen, because a lot of the Art Nouveau, and I'm getting a drink, so I'm not drawing it. Oh, neat. Yeah. I think... Yeah, Las Grande Familia, and I only remember the Familia part, because a lot of people shorten it to La Familia for some reason. That's just kind of what happens. I have zero idea as to why. It just is what it is. And I'm not about to question it, because it's quite frankly not that worth it. I'm like, yeah, things end up being called this. I'm not that curious. I've got more to do, but anyway. Yeah, that's, I would say, a more avant-garde Art Nouveau style. And you can see that it has, like, bones in it. It's got bugs. I don't think it has a lot of plant motifs. So it's definitely a good... Antonio Gaudi's work is very good at showing some more of the non-plant-based Art Nouveau styles. Oh, another one you guys might want to look up on the side is, let's see, Alphonse Mucha. And I probably should type out the name for you because it's not an English name and it's not going to be spelled how you think it is. Give me a second. Alphonse. Well, you can probably get Alphonse. Oh, can I spell Alphonse? I don't think I can. Alphonse. Okay, well, Google's the correction thing is happy. I don't think that's how he spelled it, but Alphonse. Let's see, Mucha. And yeah, it is pronounced Mucha. It looks like Mucha, but I assure you it's pronounced Muka. Not an English name. Do not try to use English pronunciation to pronounce a non-English name. You will fail. I mean, it's not that big of a surprise, I'd imagine. It's like, oh wow, it's not an English name, and I'm trying to pronounce it the English way, and it's not working. Wow. I'm like, saying it out loud like that probably is just like, no, that makes sense. That checks out. Yeah. But there's still some people who are like, it has to be pronounced the English way, and I'm like, I'm sorry to say, but no, that's not how it works. Some people just can't, it's just culture shock. The fact that other cultures exist is just a big enough shock for them, let alone finding out about other cultures. I swear. Very much in support of world history classes for it. I've seen what happens when you don't have it. Everyone's just like shocked. I'm like, it's not that complicated. But yeah, I don't think I spelled his name, Alphonse, the way he spelt it, but I'm pretty sure that's how his last name is spelled. So it looks like Mucha, but it is Muka. And he's got, I'm sure it'll show one of his artworks in particular, and you'd be like, yes, Alfonso. Okay, yeah, Alfonso. I knew I wasn't spelling his name right. Alfonso Muka. Like, that's not his name. I can't remember, but it was something like this. I got the last name right, and that's the one I was trying to correct. There's too many names that are similar to Alfonso, and I get him confused, and I'm like, oh gosh, which one is it? Okay. What I want to do is add some dark. This is like the eyelid down here is the lighter bit. I'm gonna add some dark color here. That's what I'm doing, Imagine it, because that might be not evident just by me drawing. Our sea serpent is starting to shape up. Literally, I just realized. That's both metaphorically and literally. Yeah. I know, let's see. I think it's Klimt. Gosh, his name. Kitty in a box. Klimt. He's also considered an Art Nouveau sometimes, but like honestly, he's more pre-Art Deco more than Art Nouveau, because his, at least to me and quite a few other art historians, well, you know, actual art historians, I wouldn't consider myself an art historian. But to actual art historians, well, people who are art historians, that'd probably be a better way of phrasing it. Also kind of agree, he's more of, like, he'll get mentioned in Art Nouveau, because he was drawing at the same, or painting at the same time. Yeah, Klimt. That one. Yes, him. His very famous The Kiss is probably the most well-known of his works. And he gets considered Art Nouveau, and I certainly can see that in some of his paintings. I guess The Kiss, kind of, because he draws the people's faces, kind of like how Muka draws the faces, so it's definitely, he has some Art Nouveau in his works. It's not completely devoid of them, but it's not like the overall, I wouldn't call it. Like, it's very golden, and not to say that completely. Yeah, Proto-Deco, it's very much Proto-Art Deco. So, I think that's how to put it. I think that's what the current trajectory is considering it, that he's not an Art Nouveau artist, despite what, you know, his contemporaries might have labeled him as. With how it's settled over the years, I don't think he's considered Art Nouveau. I don't know if his contemporaries have even considered him an Art Nouveau artist. Oh, another name y'all might be familiar with, kind of. Probably more of his last name than any of his other name, is Louis Comfort Tiffany. He is primarily known for his glass works. Stained glass artworks, like in lamps and actual windows. So, if you ever watched the Antiques Roadshow, you've heard of the Tiffany glass all over the place. This is that Tiffany. He also did metalworking. I actually have a book about him. So that was interesting. I had never heard, at least not any great length, about the metalworking stuff he did. So that was interesting to hear about. But yeah, I have a whole book about Louis Comfort Tiffany and, of course, his artworks, because durr. That was the man's job and what he was most known for, so of course, inevitably, you have to talk about his art. It was very interesting. I wish I'd have to go look to see, like, the numbers and stuff. What was it? ISN number? What was it? Anyway, the book number. And, like, who wrote it, because I do not remember off the top of my head. But it was interesting. I haven't read all of it, but I did go through it. A good chunk of it. It was interesting. But that also might be me, because I like learning how people lived once. So... I might be a little biased. Not going to lie. Okay. So yeah, I prattled off a lot more than I thought I could off the top of my head, to be honest. Huh. Yeah, I was planning on sitting down and talking about it. I was going to do a versus, but I don't think I really can. Because there's no real modern Art Nouveau stuff. I mean, people copy Alphonse Mucha all the darn time, but I don't want to just have a bunch of portraiture of Alphonse Mucha. That's not exactly... Alphonse Mucha was not the poster child of the Art Nouveau movement. There, you know, like, there was no yeah. Okay, there were people who were known for the posters. Alphonse Mucha is well known because, in part, because he did a lot of poster work, but that's not what I'm meaning. But yeah, there was no singular artist that was like quintessential Art Nouveau. Like, I guess you couldn't, at least, how to put it? There probably is. There's probably a handful of them that you could be like, this is very Art Nouveau. This is like the most core, basic, vanilla type of Art Nouveau there is. Everything else kind of stems off of it, but it's not like they're known for being that, if that makes any sense. So it can be hard. It's not like with Picasso, and you can show, like, yeah, Picasso did this cubism. At least, wait, was that Picasso? Yeah, that was Picasso. You can't just point out Picasso and be like, yeah, if you want to know Cubism, look at Picasso's Cubism works. It'll give you the perfect idea of what basic vanilla Cubism was like, or like Leonardo da Vinci with Renaissance artwork or something. You know, there isn't really an artist that we really pointed at and was like, yeah, this one is the perfect place to start. You want to start with this one because then you'll get all the core ideas. We didn't really go over someone like that, because it's like Alphonse Mucha was known for his portraiture and his poster work. Antonio Gaudi is known for his more avant-garde works. And it sort of just goes like that. It's like, this one was known for clothes, this one was known for jewelry. I mean, even Tiffany himself, he was known for his glassworks. There's no, like... They like use the same mediums, but they were also different in some ways. Like, this, if you want to know what Art Nouveau glasswork, go to Tiffany. If you want to know what the more avant-garde Art Nouveau could look like, you go to Antonio Gaudi. It's like, it's so sectioned, strangely enough. It's like, it's the same thing. When you put it together, you could see what people are meaning Art Nouveau is. But at the same time, there's not like one person who maybe not excelled, but you know, like, you'd be like, yeah, you can make this motif in any of these mediums, and they, you know, go across. You don't have that. Another thing that kills me is the amount of times I have people who point out Art Deco, and you know, it looks roaring 20s. And they're like, Art Nouveau, and I'm like, no! I guess it's not a pet peeve, but it's more of like, it gets a little bit, not even, how do I put it? It's just that I don't know what you would call the feeling of like when somebody gets something wrong and all you want to do is just like sit them down and kindly tell them why they're wrong, but not like trying to be not offensive about it. I don't know what kind of emotion you would put to that, but that's what I want to do. I'm just like, oh hun, come here. I need to tell you, you're kind of, I don't know who told you that, but you're kind of off the mark, and I'm going to correct you, okay? Okay. Sit down. I'm going to take a couple of minutes. And I don't know what you would call that emotion, but that's how I feel. And I'm just like, oh dear. just like, nope, that's not how it be. Actually, I've been chittering on about this, but I just realized this sea surfeit could actually be counted as Art Nouveau. Maxfield Parish posters and art? That name sounds familiar. Hold on, taking a break from drawing. I'm gonna copy the name, and I'm pulling up another tab. Let's see, Max Parish. Oh dear. Ooh. Ooh. You know, I might have heard the name, but I don't think I've ever looked them up. Ooh. A popular illustrator in the first half of the 20th century, is known for his distinctive saturated hues, ideas, neoclassical imagery. Huh. That was... yeah. Huh. It's not Art Nouveau. Definitely, yeah, neoclassicals definitely his art style. But no, I don't think I've seen of him. That one... yeah, neoclassical, definitely. That definitely fits. I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. It's a good fit. Gear. Oh! Ghidorah. The Godzilla thing? That's real suspicious, but hopefully you know what I mean. Yeah, I see it. Oop, I still have that selected. This one book me about. Yeah, deselect. Okay, back to drawing. I see it. I mean, it's a snooty snoot dragon head with a... yeah. Yeah, Ghidorah. Is that how you pronounce that? Yeah, I see it. It's like C version of Ghidorah. Yeah, that works. I'll take that. You know what? I'll take it. If it looks like something that already exists and has been lasting for decades after decades, I think that means I'm gonna be doing a good... I'm doing a good job. Well, no, it's not Kevin. It's not it's not Gajira. But you might be happy to know that I was thinking this little dude here, despite being a great guardian and very effective, is absolutely a silly goofball. I guess you can think of it like Toothless, which is also kind of, I guess, what Kevin is like, if you're me. That particular have Gojira. So, no, but also yes. One of those moments. Like, no, it's not actually. Not actually, but it has same spirit, same spirit. But yeah. Let's see. Hello, Jean? I think that's how... Yeah, from all the little fan comics, I don't get into monster movies myself, but it's not like I hate them or anything. I don't have a problem with it. I actually watched the original Godzilla. It's definitely earned its horror. All the other ones are fun monster romps, but if you don't want an emotional gut punch, don't watch the first one. People are definitely crying. I watched that in a class. My classmates were crying. So yeah, yeah, maybe in for a little more than you're expecting if you go in just for a fun monster romp. Did I? Yes, that is. I think so. It was just kind of depressing at times, not gonna lie. I mean, not everyone was crying. I mean, some people weren't very effective. I mean, it's an old movie and it was kind of cheesy. It did become monster romp movies later on the line for a reason. But at the same time, I think it also didn't help because we were learning about the reason, like the real life reasons to the choices they made in the movie, and it just made it hit a little hard because, you know, I guess put simply, it was a little too real when you start realizing what they're referencing. Godzilla gonna be rough soon. Oh, first. Yeah, it was a little rough. Definitely. I mean, if you watch it without knowing what was being referenced, I mean, you could totally watch it and have it completely go over your head. But yeah, first Godzilla movie is a lot more depressing than people probably are expecting nowadays, given that what it ended up being is just kaiju battle movie. Like, it didn't start that way. Don't watch the first one and expecting kaiju battle. Godzilla doesn't even show up a lot in the movie. And when he does, it's just depressing. But yeah. So... okay, let me get the teeth right. Should I make the tongue have a gradient? I kind of want to make the tongue have a gradient because I just want to add more color to this beastie. I think I've got the shapes of the head at least. I don't think I have to define the shapes for the other parts. I mean, yeah, it's still an enjoyable movie, but it's definitely made some people cry. Again, I think that was also because it was a Japanese history class, if I remember correctly. Gosh, it's been a few years. Good freaking few years since then. So yeah. I think it was just having some people go like, oh gosh, real actual people had to deal with this kind of aftermath, had to deal with this kind of thing. It wasn't just a kaiju battle. I think they also felt bad because, like, my classmates are US citizens, and yeah, that made it a little bit like, oh, we're the monster. And it wasn't the greatest feeling in the world. So I'm like, yeah. Yes it is. Honestly, I'm okay with that. That's the kind of thing that can just screw over everybody, even the people who aren't even involved. It's a very, very scary thing. Very scary thing. But yeah. It's probably a good thing that ended up being... oh yeah, Tokumatsu. I know. It's amazing what came out of it. Ooh. Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't all sad. I mean, again, the kaiju battle genre came out of it too. Giant kaiju, giant monster fight, I guess. Maybe not kaiju exactly, but giant monsters fighting, definitely. It was definitely interesting. Because I can see where it also, the original one, had the kaiju battles come out of it too. So, you know, giant monsters smacking things around, and then there wasn't another monster in there, but I could see why it led there. It was kind of weird, because as depressing as it was, I could also see all the groundwork for why it ended, the IP ended up the way it did. It was really interesting, I gotta say. History is fascinating like that, because you'll look at something. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Didn't mean to bring up such a depressing topic, but okay. Oops. But I guess here on this channel, I'm not exactly one to shy away from hard-hitting topics. Because, you know, as tough as that was, Japan is still here, the people are still here. So, you know, it's kind of inspiring. Despite all that horror, the people still got through it. And, you know, that's kind of uplifting. Like, people go through a lot, and I know not all of them made it, but some people did. You keep trying, you might end up being one of those people. So, overall, it still managed to be... I took away from it being more inspirational, like, they went through so much, but they still kept trucking along. Gotta respect it. Kitschy. They are, but that's kind of, that's definitely from what I I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but I definitely understand why people like it. I honestly, even though it's not my thing, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm like, yes, have your kitschy monster fighting things. They're so silly. There's even some parts that have gotten me to laugh. I just don't think I'd sit down and watch a whole movie, but I enjoy... I guess, simply put, I enjoy seeing other people enjoy it. Made his own company, made his own studio company, created a series that touched the hearts of every Japanese and international people. Oh, I think... His own company made his... I think we might have gone over that. That sounds familiar. But... Frickin'... Gee, it would be a blessed day if I actually could remember. My recollection is terrible. It can take quite a bit for me to actually remember things. Oh boy. Look at all the teethies. Teethies are looking good. Yeah. I really like learning about Japanese history. It's very interesting. Actually, I like learning about any country that has a nearly millennia old history. I mean, I live in the US. I hear a lot about US history, unsurprisingly, because of that, but it's only a few centuries old. Tsuburaya production. Yeah, that definitely sounds familiar too, but I must have only heard it in passing. Or I'm just getting confused with other words. One of the two. But I'm not super familiar with it, even if I've heard it before. That's for sure. At least say that much. Okay. I need to... Oh, okay. My shoulder just popped. I wasn't expecting that. Apparently I do need a good stretch. Ah! It has been an hour, so if y'all been sitting for the hour, you should probably get a stretch in too. I would suggest it. I mean, you don't have to. But I would suggest getting a good stretch in. Probably, it wouldn't be the worst idea. E.g. Suburaya. 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 Oh, I've been sipping on the whole stream. If I ever have my mouth a bit open and I look cranky, I am drinking something, because that's just what my face ends up looking like, apparently. I look mad when I drink. Or hydrate, I guess I should. Don't want to misconstrue this YouTube. YouTube reasons I need to be specific. Why is this? Am I on the wrong layer? Oh. Oh, okay, I'm on. Okay, I see what I did. Okay. Hydrate or dihydrate. Exactly. Hydrate or dihydrate. Speaking of hydration, fun little tidbit while we're kind of on the topic. You don't actually drink most of the water you need, which is probably the weirdest thing to say. It's like, what do? You eat it? Yes. Actually, you eat most of your water. And that's probably like, what? But when you think about it, like a juicy steak. Apples have juice in them too. Like, when you see dehydrated things and they're like all shriveled up, the reason why they're shriveled up is because the water, for the most part, is the only thing that got taken out of them. So, all that, the rest of that volume, you see in a hydrated whatever, that's water. That's why you drink most, or eat most of your water, is because it's in the food. It's why, desert animals like, desert cats, foxes, and other carnivores can survive without drinking anything at all, is because they get all their water from the prey they eat. So, there you go. Reality is wild, ain't it? Oh wow, that really sets the eye in the head. Ooh, I did a good job. Probably not perfect. I'm not expecting perfect or like exact, but so that's pretty good. I'm not used to drawing critters. You're still at it with the emotes, I see. Why? Okay, hold on while I struggle to put the cap back onto my drink. I am a person of many skills. Unfortunately, I'm still clumsy. Oh boy. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with Dragon Quest XI, but if you are, I just had Sylvando's whoopsie go through my head. I'm like, I love that man. Oop, I did not put that on. Oh shoot. Okay, I think I'm back up enough. I think I have to redo this. I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, Sylvando, Dragon Quest XI. I love that character so much. He's so great. I like all the characters, honestly, in that game. Played through it all. I was thinking of playing it this week, but I didn't exactly want to start a Let's Play when I'm still doing Tears of Kingdom. So I'm like... so I would run around, but I'm like, I don't know if I have a lot to run around, because the only thing I have to do is go grinding certain enemies to drop these very rare drops for seeds. And I usually put it on auto battling, because I figured out I don't really like turn-based battling, because I get annoyed having to choose the... I'm just like, can I just have a just kill it option? And that's what the auto battler did. So I would run around a bit, figure out what the enemies were weak to and stuff, and then I just let it auto battle. Or I just let them be like, am I strong? Are they... Oh, Smash Brothers? I took quite a lot. I actually played it before then, I think. Did I? Ooh, did I play before or after that? If I did play it before, it was very marginally before. Ooh. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know the timeline of events. I'd have to go look at the dates for things to figure that out, but now's not the time for such things. But personally, I only played Dragon Quest XI because I played Dragon Quest Builders. And the only thing I really heard about the Dragon Quest series was like the humor in it, but I have apparently a very situational, very... What is it? Is it dry humor? I don't think it's dry humor. Or is it? Ooh. It's like something happens and a person would be like, well, that could have just like, I don't know. Or the irony of like maybe somebody's fussing over their car and they got it all cleaned up and nice looking and then it gets wrecked in the next second. I might laugh at that. You know, not in reality, but like in a show, so it's a setup. Would not be laughing if it was real. But I would probably laugh at that because this person was fussing over their car and then it just gets wrecked. And maybe they were yelling at people. I'd be like, ha, you got what was coming for you, to you, you jerk. And I would laugh at it. So I guess karmic timing? I'm not really sure to describe what makes me laugh or not, but it's not usually what Dragon Quest was doing. Like playing through Builders, I realize they don't really have like a lot of like, they don't dwell on the humor a lot. And there were things that actually made me laugh. But yeah, Dragon Quest XI was fantastic. I'm very happy that they announced that they're working on Dragon Quest XII, because they definitely got a boost from 11 and other Dragon Quest games because they put the hero in Smash Ultimate and more people got curious. So it did well outside of internationally. I don't know how many people know this, but if you're familiar with Dragon Ball, ever thought that the Dragon Quest series looked a lot like how Dragon Ball's done? It's because it's done by the same artist. Akira Toriyama. I think, yeah, Toriyama? Yeah, Toriyama. Pretty sure. He does the Dragon Quest artwork, too. There's even what do you call it? Could it be theme park? Yeah, I think it'd still be called a theme park. But it's more like a walking-based one rather than a ride-based. And it has, I saw somebody go through it because I was curious, and they're traveling to Japan, even without a pandemic, was not exactly something I can just up and do any day, any old day. So I'm like, I probably wouldn't be able to go, but it was one of the places I would be curious about going. to. It looked pretty fun. The persons I saw going was not even familiar really with the series. Like, they knew it was popular in Japan because they didn't like live their whole life in Japan. I think they did at that time. So they were familiar with the series because they saw it around, but never actually played one of the games. So I think they had fun. And I think I might have fun with it too, because it's kind of a theme park where you get a little, like, what would you call it? I know they're called fobs, which sounds weird. I always thought that was a weird thing to call, but that's what they're called. They're usually used, no, fob, a fob. Usually used to open electronic doors, but you can make them do more than that. And it's sort of like a bunch of mini games and stuff. So it's not high excitement, but it's definitely, if you like the series, you'll have a good time. It's I think maybe aim for more like kids, more family friendly, that kind of thing. But it was still fun. It still looked fun. I think it would be like, it's like when you just want a head empty, no thoughts day, that would be a pretty high on your list on something to do, because you can just have fun. You don't have to think about it too much. You're not probably going to stand in too many lines given how it's set up either. So this is a definitely good head empty, no thoughts kind of thing to do. I'll say that much. It's sort of like the studio, the Hayao Miyazaki. I don't know, or do they call it Studio Ghibli? It's more of the Hayao Miyazaki garden. It's a more easygoing kind of thing. So, yeah. Ooh, okay, not that. Not do that. So, yeah. I would like to go. Maybe. I should also mention, be like, but wouldn't it be fun to go on more of these? No, I get motion sickness. Really bad motion sickness. So having an actual, like, no big rides kind of roller coaster theme park is actually much more up my alley. Because I get, again, really bad motion sickness. Last time I was on a ride, it took me an hour and a half just to start, no, it was an hour and a half. It took me an hour and a half to start to feel better. And I was still queasy for about, I think it only completely disappeared like 4 hours later. So I cannot stress enough how much of a no amusement park rides are. This is absolutely not. Actually, I want to make the tongue end of the tongue a little darker. But yeah, there's a fun Leona fact today. Don't stick me on things. My twin sister's the same way. I'll never forget how she threatened to... Anyway, that's probably not a story I should be sharing to a bunch of strangers. Never mind. It's not completely embarrassing, but you know, it's just not my story to tell. Anyway, please don't put me on amusement park rides. I will make it your problem if you do. I'll let you put it that way. I'll make sure you're not having a good time either. Because I'm just like, no, I warn you in advance. I have motion sickness. I do not want to be on here. I mean, even, oh, what was it? It's not a dark ride. It was slow. I thought it would be fine. I still got motion sickness. It was really annoying. Because it was so jerky, and it was just one of those more slow-paced dark rides, and it still made me queasy. It was so jerky, so I'm like, great, I can't go on any ride, because if it ends up being an old jerky vehicle in its movements, I still can't play. I'm still not going to have a fun time because I'm going to feel sick and nauseous. So yes, please be nice to people who have motion sickness. I guess TLDR, please be nice to people because I am certainly not the only one. It really can be that bad. Okay, I want to, because I'm going to be doing a detail that's kind of going off. Wait, no, actually, I have a better idea. Okay, do this. that will bump out, because then I make this so I can only draw what has already been drawn beforehand. And that is like the other nosy nostril. Like, yeah, that looks something. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe make this smaller. Or here, here. And oop, the nosy. The nosy. The little boops. The boop pad. It's the boop pad. I think besides drawing and maybe a few designs and some color variation, I think that's pretty... just the finishing details I think we left. I might put that on it. Yeah, and I knew putting more colors on the tongue would make it look cooler. Knew that would make it look cooler. I actually really like that color combination, the kind of really dark teal, yellow highlight, and then blue in the shadows. I really like how that looks. So even though it's for a big sea serpent's tongue, I'm quite pleased I gotta use that color combination. Okay. I think I'll leave working on the head for now. I work more on the serpent. So let's get, for about an hour and a half almost, so let's get our lady here a bit more colored. Let's see, what do I actually have showed? That's the reference. Okay, that one's the actual line base. Okay. Oh, hello, kitty. Are you feeling okay? Been spooked throughout all the, like, morning. We had a foreign dog running around. Because reasons. Ooh, I should give her, like, a different skin tone. Should I make her blue or something? Which color should I use? Maybe not blue. Maybe purple? Purple goes well with yellow. Maybe bluish purple, because that's more cross, like in here. Hold on. Yeah, I can work with that. I can work with that. Let's make her purple. Or indigo, I guess might be the more accurate descriptor. Let's do it. Because I think... Okay. Let's see. Suspecting, yeah, more dark. That, yeah, that works with that color. Okay, I can still use the... Ooh, sorry, kitty. I spooked my kitty. I moved just slightly and I spooked the cat. Ooh. Toofies look sharp. Good. Toofies should look sharp. Yeah, let's get some done on the lady. The ending half. Let's see. And... Okay. And... just color blocking it out like the first time. Maybe I should just do all of her. I mean, that's what I did for the sea serpent, so yeah, let me just go along the edges here. And you know what? I should make the sea serpent go away. Yep, like I thought, that makes it a lot easier to see what I'm doing. Just hide the giant sea serpent, you know, casually, because you can totally do that to a giant beastie. I love art. You just do a bunch of weird things. Ew. Okay. Let's see. This. And go swoopy doopy. And thicker. I'm still just going along the edges, huh? Let's see. You know the other thing? Because I wanted to use video games for that Art Deco, Art Nouveau building, video, not building. I was talking about before. It was... I wanted to do more of like, maybe not versus per se, but a compare-contrast using video game things. But when I typed in Art Nouveau in video games, I started there was 3 recommendations given me, and every single one that was recommended by this group of people talking was actually Art Deco. Which just, one of the games was even inspired by an Art Nouveau artist, which is the Alfonso Mucca that I mentioned earlier. And it still ended up being Art Deco. It looked very much Roaring 20s. And to be fair, there were Art Nouveau elements. But that's the kind of that's the problem. It was only elements. The overall game was still very much Art Deco. And I'm like, how? How? And thankfully, I didn't find anyone officially saying, like, they were an Art Nouveau style. They just said they were inspired by Art Nouveau artists. Well, a artist. The other one was Klimt. Okay, I have a hard time saying that man's last name. But Klimt. Also mentioned earlier. And yeah, I was like, okay, you used 2 artists. One was a proto Art Deco, and they specifically mentioned how they liked the gold, so they definitely want more Klimt. That was the idea, Alice. That was the idea. So I did good there. Good. So yeah, unfortunately, they picked the one artist that's more of a proto Art Deco than an actual Art Nouveau artist, which, you know, I did discuss earlier. And then based much of their game about it, and I'm like, well, it's no wonder it came off as more of Art Deco than anything. And I think they even went, oh, but we also pushed the timeline up a bit and made it, you know, the Roaring 20s. And I'm like, looking at them with this like, okay, it just, very much the really now, are just sort of staring at them, like, waiting for them to realize. It was just very much that feeling. I would just be, like, kind of looking over, just going, I wonder how long it'll take you to realize what you did. They're like, did what? I'm just sitting there going, just, you'll figure it out eventually. Because again, it was Art Deco. I found exactly 2 things out of the screenshots of the game that I could find that looked Art Nouveau, and it was a, what would you call it? A gate frame? Door frame kind of thing? I'm not exactly sure what you would call it, but it was around a door or a gate, because I don't own this game. I don't know entirely everything I was looking at, but given that most of the stuff looked very Art Deco, I think it was pretty safe to say, like, and from what I've heard people say, it's not like the art changed style. It doesn't feel like the art changed too much throughout the game. Like, things did change, but like the overall feel didn't. And again, they definitely went with the more Klimt, so it came off feeling Art Deco. And then they also moved it to the time frame where Art Deco was big and popular, because, you know, Roaring 20s, and it just did not come off as Art Nouveau in the least. Which was, I guess, the most telling thing is on the main character, who I think is called Red. She's become mute because somebody took her voice to keep simple. I don't know the details. Yeah, and I have not played this game. I need to look in more into it. But yeah, it was just so much like, wow, good job. You got inspired by an Art Nouveau artist and then commenced to do the most Art Deco game I have seen. Well, still a very Art Deco game. If you were trying for an Art Nouveau, you did not succeed, I am sorry to say. And then there was a... what was it called? control, and they were mentioning an area. So I typed in, you know, control video games. You have to put video game after control or else you won't get what you want to look for. And Art Nouveau. And I looked at the pictures that came up because it did come up with pictures. And again, Art Deco. Like, for crying out loud, does anyone know what Art Nouveau architecture looks like? But to be fair, there's not a lot of that. Let's see, what is it? I want to say the wrong name. That's the name of a city. And that's not the name of the country. Oh my gosh. European country that begins with a B. Oh my gosh, why won't it come to me? No, it's not like Belarus. It was... Nope. It's, Belgium! Belgium! I remembered because Belgian waffles. Thank goodness for them being named that, or else I would have been sitting here for a lot longer. I can't exactly have looked that up either because I'm like, oh great, I don't remember what it's called. But Belgium, I'm pretty sure it was Belgium, has a lot of still standing buildings in the much more typical Art Nouveau style. I did find I just know it as a French restaurant. I didn't get the name, but I would love to actually find it so I can share, because that was also very Art Nouveau. And it was interior Art Nouveau. So it was cool to see. And you can find jewelry, and like I was saying at the beginning of the video, well, Alphonse Mucha really showed what artistic Art Nouveau clothing was look like in his drawings. That's not what people actually wore that was Art Nouveau style. It was very much embroidered on and otherwise. The garments themselves were still... They weren't those column drapey dresses you see in Alfonso Mucha's work, so... Yeah, I was just being exasperated the whole time because everyone kept pointing to these examples in video games, and every time I went and tried to look by typing in the video game name and then Art Nouveau, it kept pulling up Art Deco stuff. And like, I really should have also typed it in and said Art Deco afterward and see how much more results picked up, but I need to look into it more. I think the only thing I can point to is like some of the Final Fantasy XIV areas are more Art Nouveau, but there's not... I'd have to check some of them again. But 14 might be the only place that I've ever seen anything close that can be called Art Nouveau architecture. No one talked about that, of course, though. Though it also has a perfect example of a fantasy Art Deco art style. So, I definitely look forward to that. How am I going to do this? I probably should not have done her spear. That's what I should do. Okay, let's erase the spear bits, because that's gonna just make my life easier. If I do the spear a different layer. I just stares at this. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? That's one trick, is learning which layers to go on. Okay. It doesn't help that I only have a sketch underneath this. Stretch break. I already had my stretch break. Oh, my chair is scrunchy. Is that catching? Yes, it is. I need to not move or else you can hear my chair. I will not be peer pressured. Besides, I can't move too much or else it gets... I've been sipping the whole time! You guys need to pay more attention! I'm like a nuts every single time. I'm getting a drink. I'm getting a drink. I don't need a drink every 5 minutes, guys. Ah, gosh, you goobs. You worry too much. I'm an adult woman. I know how to take care of myself. Actually good enough at taking care of things, I can actually take care of others a little bit. So I don't worry too much about me. Y'all are goobs. Getting too much though. No, I'm fine. I don't need a drink. Oh, what am I? Why is that not working? I'm on the wrong layer. That's why it's not working. It would help if I'm on the right layer. Rainbows. Okay. Yeah, definitely need to look it up. But I hope that sounded interesting. I did a video discussing those two styles. So people can maybe hopefully actually tell them apart, please. What do you guys think? Would that be an interesting video? I'm thinking it'd be useful for at least teachers. I want to keep that in mind. Definitely. So it's not like I'm gonna completely just do video. I should probably use... Got one vote of confidence. Oh wait, no, maybe I shouldn't draw the collar. That's not how far it is. Yeah. I should definitely add actual real life. Well, I say that as if there's not actual real life artists working on video games too, but actually in the fine art side of it, I should probably get... Okay. Well, I got a few of you, so it's worth doing. Hopefully I can get a few teachers. You know what would be absolutely wild if one of my... Because I did have teachers teach me art history. I've not made it a secret that I got an art history degree, and it'd be absolutely wild if I had one of my old teachers contact me. Because I did a video and I'm like, they're like, can I use this? I'd be like, absolutely, you taught me. And they'd be like, what? What? It'd be so silly. It'd be very silly. It wouldn't actually be the first time I've heard of an entertainer who did informational but entertaining videos to like have one of their teachers contact them. And they were like, yeah, it me. I just think that's kind of funny. But I guess I saw only one time where I got the teacher's perspective to it. And they were just proud. They're like, I taught good. I think they were just like, I'm glad I taught well enough. Well, I hope I did, because I did start doing videos to teach other people. But I'm also really worried and hope I didn't mess anything up. I'm like, mood. It was funny. It was definitely kind of silly just having the person just be like, I'm glad I taught well enough they felt confident and, you know, learning on their own, and I gave them a good foundation and all that. But I'm also really worried that I might have messed something up. Very silly. Okay. Okay. Let's get some highlights. I don't know. I want to actually have lighter. It might... Well, I guess when I'm dealing with more unusual colors, it is good to have them really desaturated or really saturated. So maybe... Do I want it? Then she looks washed out. I don't like that, but I also feel like I do better. Just right there. Maybe it's more because I didn't want the clothing to be so contrasting. Maybe it's not the skin tone I used. Maybe it's her shirt and pants color. Let's try... I don't know. Let's try here. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, I made her clothes too dark. Whoops. Oopsie. Okay. Now I need a stretch break. Stretchy out arms. One of my legs need to be stretched, but I don't have enough room under my table to stretch it. No. Stretch it a little at least. sitting... Actually, I'm gonna make a lot of chair sounds. There we go. Oh, hi, kitty. Are you out from hiding? You're still stranger... Still stranger danger? Still stranger danger? Yeah. The cat is spooked. The kitty is spooked. Okay. The skin is not her clothes. Oh, right. I did want to have... I took the gauntlets off, but I might be able to put them back on. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Hair color. How do I want to handle this? How do I want to handle the hair color? Maybe this? Do I want it darker? Kitty. Yeah, kitty. It's my kitty cat. Just walking by. Like I said earlier, there was a strange dog in the house for a little bit. Because reasons. Don't get to know more than that. Be nice. But yeah, freaked out the cats, understandably. As most animals are when a larger unknown creature comes through their living space. And given how you humans react when bears come into your areas, it's much the same as that. Just, oh no, big scary thing. Can't really blame them for being fruck out. How am I liking this? I think it may be another problem of too much contrast. Like, I want contrast, but I don't want it to be high contrast. I want this to end up a little softer. So that might be too high contrast. Okay. Beep. Oop. Area scaling, gotta put that down. Yeah, that works. I'm not the color though. The tool's working. The enter. I can fix it up. I don't think green will work. Yeah, green's gonna be a trickier color with purple. Should I just have her with black hair? Like really dark hair? That doesn't really fit. Everything else is colorful. Hold on. I'm gonna look up purple sea creature and see what shows up. Actually, I could just pull it up in another tab. What am I doing? Why am I grabbing my cellular device? Let me see. Sorry, you won't see this. I'll try to be quick. Purple. Oh, I didn't even hit a letter. Whoops. That explains why it's confused. Purple sea creature. Oh my gosh, there's a silly looking octopus. Oh, sea urchins. Oh yeah. Okay, that one has some yellow. There's a sea slug with some yellow on it. Most of them fade to white. Should I give her white hair then? I don't want to give her yellow because that'll blend into the sea serpent behind her. It's like they're all purple with white, if there's a secondary color. One of them had a sea creature I've seen. It was accented. Oh, that's another sea creature that was accented with yellow. But I already just stated why that's not gonna work. Not in this instance. Let's just try a lighter color. Okay. Put this down. Y'all are having a good time, I see. I see those emotes. Still having a good time. Okay. She's already pale. Me. Okay, I'll just try white. I mean, it would just be a lot of white. Well, it wouldn't be white, because the water would be in. It'd be more like off-white blue. Maybe take the original color. It's still at the ends here. And then make this her skin color, make it lighter, and have more of a gradient. That was opacity. I needed to. Okay. And make a gradient, because a lot of the purple critters were just all purple, but then they'd have gradients. So make that go in again with because her strands of hair are kind of going everywhere, so it's not like it's going to be like this. Wait, is that even the right color? Where is the lines? Okay, no, that wasn't even the right color. Alright. Lines back on. Let's get in the details here. Apparently, I'm going to be detailing her hair first, which probably isn't a bad spot to start thinking on it. Her hair is going kind of woof. And then, like, this. And I'm gonna get a different tool for the more. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oop, nope. I don't want to have to redo the hairline, thank you. Make that dark. Be dark. This is probably gonna be lighter here. Like here. Okay. And let's get some detail in. Separation. Separate strands. I almost said sands. Oops. I think, you know, I'm just gonna make it darker around these and then just put in the lighter bits. That's probably gonna be easier. Be more productive. Alright. Alright. Okay, there is a kitty. Like, am I seeing a kitty in my peripheral? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. Now I'm not, because the kitty went away. Kitty heard a loud sound, was like, nope, I'm hiding. Poor kitty. They're all on edge, because it smells like a foreign dog still in the house. It's gonna be that way for a bit. So they're gonna be on edge for a bit, the poor things. Poor little things. They're not used to having foreign dogs in the house. Usually foreign dogs don't come in the house. Poor little fur balls. Feel bad for them. It's not fun watching them be on edge the whole time. I don't like it. and happy. Which isn't much I can do besides give him some pets and be like, it's okay. I wish you spoke the same language I do so I could tell you that, but that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not in my ability. Maybe I should teach them those buttons like in those videos where the cats and dogs do seem to be able to learn a few words. It's just they're not able to, or at least go like, if I push this, I get the result I want. They may not still know what the word means, but they realize that I push the button that makes a sound, and the human knows what it is. The human knows what that means. It'll get what I want. So, yeah. It's interesting. I wonder how people train their animals to do that. Got them to understand. That'd be more interesting to figure out. Okay, I should turn off the lines. Yeah. Do lines more thin, but still there. Hey, I can even barely see. Working on more of the hair. What did I do? That's the lines. I'm drawing on the lines. It's just the outline of the overall drawing. Okay. D. And right here. There? I missed the pixel in the drawing. I need to turn this off. Even though no one's gonna see it from far away, I know it's there and it'll bug me. Just no. I don't like. Okay. It's not lighter. Oop. Okay. I had to think for a second there. Okay, so that'll block out the lighter. What was that sound? Was that a cat? That was a cat. Hi! Hi! It's okay, there's no strange dog anymore. Has been for a bit. Still perturbed. Poor thing. Hi! Do you need some pets? Nope, we're gonna hide. Oh no. We're gonna hide. I can't exactly blame her. Poor kitty. Kitty, go hide. Ooh, we're nearly at time. I just realized. I didn't notice. I didn't realize we got so quickly there. Okay. Oh, I think I got the hair mostly done. Yeah, I'll be able to touch it up from there. That's how it's looking right now. Can't exactly make it bigger, can I? Yeah. Oh wait, no, I can make it. If I do this, how does that look? Okay, yeah, I can zoom in. Let me just adjust it. Wait, hold on. Where's the button? This button. There we go. Some of it's blocked off, but that's okay. It's still close here. That's all I wanted. There. That's what got done today. Got some detailing. Hopefully you can see. Y'all never stopped having fun with emotes, did you? Y'all very silly. I hope you know that. Drinking my peach drink. Peach flavored. It's my treat drink. But anyway. We go here, and then here. And hello! It's the end of the stream again! This is where I'm gonna thank you all for coming and remind you to like the video if you had a good time. Maybe I should just say like the video if you had fun spamming the emotes. I still see you down there. Look how silly. Y'all very silly. Y'all put a smile on my face and I genuinely thank you for that. You're all very silly. Even we talked about a little more depressing topics today, but it hopefully wasn't too bad. Sometimes it's good to talk about harder things, especially with others. Yeah. Make it easier to deal with. Yeah, bye-bye to you for too. Because yes, it is the end of the stream. I don't have any more to say besides thank you again. Thank you for coming. Hopefully you'll come again. Feel free to. I always keep my VODs on this channel, at least for the now. If I change that, I'll put like a notice. So check community posts. I will always put my schedules in there, and if I stop putting my VODs here, I'll put them on in maybe a different channel. I'm not sure. Anyway, I would definitely post about it. So, it is at the end of the stream, and I get to say bye-bye! And I will hopefully catch y'all later.